Good morning, everyone. Let's look a little bit more today into the phantom I. We have an idea that there is something called ego that actually exists, and that it's here constantly, permanently, and that it's a foe that needs to be dealt with in some way or transcended or killed, something like that. So ego really just means I am separate. Ego means I am a discrete being separated from everything else, unique, living within the world outside. Is that really what it is, though? Is that really what's going on? Is that really a solidified thing? Well, let's find out a little bit. So, for a moment, without attending to this, or without attending to that, or without attending to anything at all, simply by attending to your own being, purely subjective knowing, I know that I am. This eternal being, which, as we saw yesterday, is always the case. Eternal means always is here whenever I care to have a look or notice. And from this pure being arises the idea or sense that I am here separate. But we'll look at it and see what that is. When the feeling I is there, and of course often accompanied by thoughts about myself, thoughts that are self-referencing, which by self-referencing means to do with this body and this life experience. When that separative I am sense is there, it seems very, real in the moment, doesn't it? Convincing. But what happens when you stop for a moment and look to see where it is? Really, just take a moment now and look and see, where is that I? As soon as you look, it vanishes. As soon as you look for I, it can't be found. Because the looking itself means you've come back into a holiday, the position of knowing. And when you try to find that I, where is it? It only appears to be there when I am wrapped up within it, believing that self reflexive story as who I am. In that moment, when there is no clear light of knowing, it seems to be real. And for all intents and purposes, it actually is because we act from that. But is it actually real? Just take a step back, pure being knowing. The source, the root of all of it, what I am, what I actually am eternally. And then look and see if you find that I. You don't. What you find are some objects like sensations of the body. But look around the body. Where is the eye? Is it somewhere in the body? Where is it? Inside the head? Look. Is that where eye is? Inside the chest, maybe? Is that where I am? Inside, wherever you're feeling a sensation at any given moment. Is that where I am? Where am I in there? What happens when you look is that limited belief or sense of I vanishes in favor of the eternal, timeless, infinite, limitless, pure being, purely subjective, the light that knows itself, I. Let's see that again. From pure being knowing your timeless, eternal self, look for that I. Is it somewhere in the body? When you look, it vanishes in favor of blown wide open, pure knowing being, limitless, timeless, eternal. What I am. No need to wait for the future next week or 10 years from now when the so-called I am is going to vanish or be killed, be transcended. That's just more seeking and waiting. That's more egoic movement. When are you going to be free? Well, not in the future. You're going to be free now. Only. That's the only possibility. So when is the so-called I going to vanish? In 20 years? No. It's going to vanish now when it's recognized to actually not exist as a discrete, solid object. So again, look for the I and find that you are blown wide open. I. It's good to be with you. I'll be back again tomorrow. Peace.